1-1. The Chiefs go into Jacksonville and get the victory over the Jaguars 17-9. I'm Jace Andrews, and you're watching the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. Glad you chose to join us on a victory day as the Chiefs, they did all they needed to. I wasn't going to say it's going to be an impressive performance, but Patrick Mahomes, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, had the interception, threw a pass into double coverage. Don't really know what he was thinking there. That was kind of just on him. Isiah Pacheco, 12 carries for 70 yards. Dude was electric. I really wish we would have given him more carries because then, on top of which, he was at one point getting about 10 yards per carry and finished with 12 for 70. Skyy Moore, man, this week it was all receivers. That's all we were talking about. And Skyy Moore listened. He had 3 receptions for 70 yards and a touchdown. Dude was electric. Had the nice touchdown catch. And really, him and Pacheco closed out the game because Skyy Moore had a late, really deep catch. That was the majority of that 70 yards. Got inside the red zone, and all it took was 3 carries from Isiah Pacheco, maybe even 2, and he got the first down. After that, it was just kneeing the ball for Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the offense. They got the victory. Trevor Lawrence there as well. Chiefs win. I need you to type W in the chat for the Chiefs win. Spam it in the chat today. I want it all over the comment sections. Type W. I want you to spam that crap because it's nice to be back in the win column. It feels so good. I want you to express that with me by typing W. I'm going to spam my W's in there all day long. Get in the comment section and type W. Let's take a look at specific players. We'll start with Patrick Mahomes, 29 for 41, 305. Dude was just amazing, man. He surprises me again and again. And I got to be honest, because he, at one point, wasn't looking too hot, but a lot of that was because the Jaguars secondary was just shutting everything down, and he was having to stay in the pocket. Well, he did exactly that. He stayed in the pocket, stayed composed. He did take a couple sacks, but better doing that than throwing an interception. The one miscue was the interception he threw into double coverage deep down the field. Not a Patrick Mahomes-like thing to do. Interesting there, but it's going to happen, so that's what happens. Another guy I want to look at is Isiah Pacheco, because I've been calling for the Chiefs to give this guy more carries. Well, today they did. 12 carries for 70 yards, averaging just over 5 yards per carry. Had the long of the 31-yarder. Dude was excited and pumped, too. He was excited after getting that first down that effectively secured the victory, and he just deserves a little more carries. I know Jerick McKinnon's good, and I know they like to use CEH, but come on. Give Pacheco more carries. Give it to him. He's really the guy that can run up the gut and push right through, and I just loved what I saw from him. 70 yards, which same amount of carries to Travis Etienne. He had 30 less yards. The big story this week was not the running backs, though. It was the wide receivers. And you see here, that's pretty good. Skyy Moore, Justin Watson, and Noah Gray. Now, Skyy Moore was the one I want to focus on for the most part. 3 receptions, 70 yards, had the touchdown. Kind of mentioned to him. Justin Watson had a really big catch as well. Noah Gray, funny enough, he was the leading guy in terms of yardage. Travis Kelce did have a touchdown, but yardage, it was Noah Gray. Justin Watson, again, looking good. Skyy Moore had the drop last week. He had 3 targets last week. Instead, had no catches this week. He has 3 receptions for 70 yards, the touchdown. Looked really great. And then another guy who had the drop problem last week was Kadarius Toney. Well, he bounced back today. 5 receptions, 35 yards, and he had a 17-yard catch as well. They didn't really give it to him. It was weird. In the early part of the game, they gave it to him maybe 3 times in the amount of 4 plays. But then they had him a handoff once, targeted him like 1 or 2 other times. So kind of interesting game plan there from Matt Nagy. Got him involved early, but past that, not too much. And then I talked about him. Travis Kelce, yardage-wise, not too much to say about 26 yards, but 9 targets, only 4 catches. Not what you would want to see in terms of a ratio way, but he gets the touchdown. And this Kelce and Mahomes combo, they base it off touchdowns. That's what it is. Every time you get in the red zone, every time you're inside the 10-yard line, you got to watch Kelce. And today, I think was the best moment of chemistry I've seen between the two because Mahomes threw the ball to a spot that Kelce wasn't at, but he went to. Kelce had ran his route, was standing there waiting, and then Mahomes loaded up to fire as Kelce went to that spot, caught it. Great moment there between the two and got the touchdown. Really a big key moment in today's game. All right, before we continue in today's show, I got to tell you about our friends over at Game Time. You see, Game Time, they want to take the stress out of buying tickets, and they've done that with the Game Time app. Now, at Game Time, they know that buying tickets doesn't have to be stressful. And with killer deals and last-minute tickets, you're getting the best price guarantee. You don't have to stress over buying tickets. Instead, you're going to be able to get excited about the fun you're going to have at the event. Now, Game Time, it's the fast and easy way to buy tickets for sports, music, comedy, and theater in your area. And with flash deals and last-minute tickets, well, it's easy to buy, and it's easy to see why Game Time is the fastest-growing ticketing app for America. You're going to get images of your seat, which is one of my favorite parts, I have to say, because a lot of ticketing apps, you get pictures of your seat. But with Game Time, you go the extra mile. You're going to get to click into that. You're going to get a 360 view. You're going to get to look at basically what you're going to see for the event. And I use Game Time. Literally a couple days ago, I wanted to go to an MLB game as that season's kind of winding down. Well, Game Time made it super easy. I thought of it, and within not even 4 minutes, I looked on the Game Time app, found the ticket I wanted, found a flash deal, found a super cheap ticket, and within 2 clicks, I had my ticket right to me. Did not have to go to my email, did not have to go anywhere else. It was right there. And we have a special deal for Chiefs Report watchers, as if you use the code CHIEFSCHAT, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Again, Chiefs Chat, you're going to get $20 off. Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHIEFSCHAT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHIEFSCHAT for $20. Download the Game Time app today for last-minute tickets and the lowest price guarantee. All right, let's get into some negatives. And that's Jawaan Taylor. Dude looked terrible. Dude looked bad. Couldn't block. Had 4 penalties on him. And they were all, I think he had 2 holding, and then one of them was a false start. The other one was illegal formation because he was a yard and a half off the freaking line of scrimmage. He just looked bad. I don't know why. He had the foot issue last week where everybody was saying he was supposed to have a false start. Well, this week he had a false start, but that wasn't even the main issue. He held so much. He could not block if he didn't hold. I mean, I'm going to be quite honest. It was supposedly just rest when they took him off the field, but every time he was off the field, that line looked 10 times better. I honestly don't know what to say at this point. Part of me thinks just bench him next week, see what happens. If you need him, you can put him in, but I did not like the way I saw what I saw from Jawaan Taylor today. All right, let's grade the Chiefs as a whole, though, because 17-9 victory, I don't think it's naturally, or grade the Chiefs offense, rather. A 17-9 victory is not exactly what you think, because 17 points, it's not Patrick Mahomes, not. In 2 games, he scored 20 and 17. That's not the best you want to see. So grade the Chiefs offense versus Jacksonville. If you think it was an A, type A, B, C, D, or F. Those are your options. Normal grading scale here. Get in the comment section and let me know what you think, because honestly, with the offense, I'd go C+. Isiah Pacheco, Skyy Moore look good, but, and this may be me, I don't like the play calling. I don't think it was necessarily bad play calling, but the abilities that Patrick Mahomes has was just, they weren't shown. They weren't used right. And I wanted to see some more deep routes. That's just kind of Chiefs quick strikes. I didn't see that much. The one time they did go deep, it was into double coverage. So get in the comments, A, B, C, D, or F for the Chiefs offense. All right, we talked about the Chiefs offense. Well, here's what Jacksonville did against the Chiefs defense. And boy, oh boy, the defense had another good game. 271 yards through the total. Passing was 197 of it, and rushing was 74. Just to put this in perspective, Isiah Pacheco ran for 70 yards. He was 4 yards less than the entire Jacksonville team. It looks really good. The defense looked really good. Mike Dana was there. And then the big name, well, that was Chris Jones being back. He had 2 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1.5 sacks, and 1 pass breakup. Dude was in the backfield constantly. He showed why he needs to be on this team and why that this team is better with him on it. I know last week we said we don't need him, and I don't know if that's necessarily wrong, but if he's on this team, that makes this team doubly better. You get more pressure because not only are you getting Chris Jones, he's getting double teamed. Well, guess what? On the edge, you're getting George Karlaftis, who now had a little bit easier. He had 4 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. He also had 1.5 sacks. I mean, this defensive line is impressive. I'm just going to say it right now. this defensive line is better than I think anybody expected. Even at the beginning of the season, even if you put Chris Jones on this, I don't think the team or the NFL really realized what they had with this defensive line. George Karlaftis was in there. Derek Nottie also looked good along with Mike Dana. They all looked impressive, and I just think that people were discrediting this defensive line, especially adding in now Chris Jones. It's really obvious to see this team. It took a boost. Now, the question I have for you is, we had Chris Jones. We had Travis Kelce. Well, who is more important to the Chiefs? Because for the longest time, I thought it was Travis Kelce. I think it was. If you think it's Travis Kelce, well, then type Key. If you think that it was Chris Jones, then type CJ. I may change my answer because today Chris Jones seemed like the more important piece. Noah Gray had more yards. Yes, Travis Kelce had the touchdown. But today I think it may have been Chris Jones. But as a whole, I still think it's Travis Kelce. Let me know what you think. If you think Travis Kelce is the more important piece, then type TK. If you think Chris Jones was the more important piece or is the more important piece, then type CJ in the comments section below. All right, if you're not subscribed to the Chiefs Report, I don't know what you're doing because we have Chiefs content every single day. And we're going to get you ready throughout the week, start recapping this game more, dive into the details, and on top of which, we're going to get you ready for the Bears next week. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. And subscribe today. Hit that red button now. Peace out.